In a village painted with wide green fields and an endless sky, there lived a young boy named Aalizil. He was known for two things: his tireless hard work and a heart as honest as the clear day. Every morning, Aalizil would head out to the fields, not just to earn a living for his family, but to honor the trust placed in him by the landowner. The sun could be scorching, the work could be tough, but Aalizil's spirit was never dampened. He worked with a smile on his face and a purity in his soul, believing that every task done with integrity was a victory in itself. His reputation was simple but solid. Aalizil never lied, and he never cheated. One bright afternoon, as Aalizil was tilling the earth, his shovel struck something hard. Not a rock, not a root. It was a sharp, metallic clink that echoed in the quiet field. Curiosity piqued. He set his tool aside and began to clear the soil with his hands. He dug carefully, his fingers brushing away layers of dark earth. And then he saw it, a glint of yellow, catching the sunlight. It was a piece of gold, large and brilliant, nestled in the ground like a sleeping secret. His heart began to pound like a drum. This single piece of gold could change everything. He imagined a new life, free from struggle, with fine clothes and a sturdy house for his family. For a fleeting moment, a thought whispered in his ear. No one saw. He could take it. It would be his secret. But just as quickly, another voice rose, louder and clearer, the voice of his parents, teaching him that a person's real wealth is their character. Honesty, they had always said, is a treasure no one can steal. He looked at the gold one last time, then back at the vast, open field. The choice was clear. Carefully, he wrapped the gleaming treasure in a piece of cloth. His steps were firm and steady as he walked away from the field, not towards his home, but towards the landowner's house. There was no hesitation, only resolve. When he arrived, he found the landowner resting in the shade of his porch. Aalizil approached him respectfully, his hands holding the wrapped bundle. He bowed slightly and said, "Sir, while I was working in your field today, my shovel uncovered this." He unwrapped the cloth, revealing the shining piece of gold. The landowner's eyes widened in disbelief. He was silent for a long moment, not looking at the gold, but at the boys standing before him. He saw no greed in Aalizil's eyes, only a simple, unwavering honesty. The landowner was deeply moved. He had always trusted Aalizil, but this act of integrity surpassed all his expectations. He called for all his workers and the villagers who were nearby. Standing in front of the growing crowd, the landowner held up the gold and then placed a hand on Aalizil's shoulder. He told everyone what had happened, his voice filled with admiration. "This boy," he announced, "has found a piece of gold. But what he has shown us today is something far more valuable. A heart of pure gold." The crowd broke into applause, their cheers echoing through the village. The landowner then turned to Aalizil. "For your incredible honesty," he said, "I want to reward you." He gave Aalizil a generous sum of money, far more than he had ever dreamed of. He also gifted him a set of new, high-quality farming tools and, most importantly, promised to fund his entire education, ensuring a bright future for the boy. Aalizil's name quickly became a local legend, a byword for trust and integrity. When he finally returned home that evening, he recounted the day's events to his parents. His mother's eyes filled with tears of joy, and his father embraced him in a proud, strong hug. The happiness in their home was not about the money or the rewards. It was about the character their son had shown. They were prouder of his honest heart than if he had brought home all the gold in the world. Aalizil continued to work in the fields with the same humility and dedication as before. He studied hard, using the opportunity the landowner had given him. He learned that true wealth isn't something you can dig from the ground. It's the respect you earn, the trust you build, and the peace you find in living an honest life. His story was passed down from generation to generation, a timeless lesson that the greatest treasures we can ever possess are a pure heart and a clear conscience. Thanks for watching. If this story inspired you, please like and subscribe for more tales that warm the heart.